It should hardly ever take 3 minutes. Sometimes you'll have a complicated sequence, building up to a goal with 3 or even 4 offside judgments, and you've got to check them all. You can't just check a couple. You've got to do the diligence right through the sequence. But if it's a single judgment, it shouldn't be taking a long amount of time. I've told them it needs to be one that jumps off the screen at you. If you see it from a couple of angles and it's doing that, then recommend a review. I'm also saying to the referees, when you go to the screen, if you want to keep your decision, you keep it, because we've got that as an additional safety net. So just trying to get them to use it in the best possible way for the good of the game. And I agree, something that's clearly wrong is what we're aiming to capture. We're not working in those subjective grey zones that split opinion. That's not what it's for. It's to capture those really clear ones, and they shouldn't take too.
The Premier League once again finds itself in the middle of a refereeing storm, as PGMOL chief Howard Webb has reportedly blasted referee Peter Banks for his controversial decision to send off Casemiro in Manchester United's heated clash. The Brazilian midfielder was shown a straight red card, after a challenge that many fans, pundits, and now even the refereeing body's leadership believe was harsh, unfair, and ultimately to the shock of United players and supporters, Banks wasted no time pulling out the red card, leaving Old Trafford stunned. VAR had the opportunity to intervene but instead backed the referee's decision, sparking even more outrage. Howard Webb, who has been pushing for transparency and consistency in officiating, did not hold back in his assessment. According to insiders, Webb believes the red card was completely unjustified and should have been handled with more composure and balance. He reportedly criticized Banks for failing to read the game's intensity, and for overreacting to an incident that was, at most, a yellow card challenge. This incident highlights the growing frustration among clubs and fans regarding inconsistent refereeing in the Premier League. Just last week, similar tackles in other games went unpunished, raising serious questions about double standards in officiating. Webb's public stance is a rare move, but also a clear admission that refereeing standards need drastic improvement. For Manchester United, the red card not only weakened their midfield, but also shifted momentum completely in the game, with decisions that many felt went against them. Throughout the 90 minutes, supporters argue that United are being unfairly targeted by referees this season, while rival fans suggest that Webb's criticism might open a wider debate on officiating bias. The fallout from this incident will likely continue throughout the week. The question now is whether the FA will overturn Casemiro's suspension, and whether referees will finally be held accountable for the costly mistakes that continue to tarnish the integrity of the Premier League. One thing is certain, Howard Webb's intervention proves that even at the highest level, faith in fair refereeing is being tested like never before.